I mean, I would describe it as God tier level trolling to just trigger a full-on China syndrome to own the libs in perpetuity.
Even the libs are admitting that Donald Trump is on a warpath. John Fetterman himself said that he would refer to it as God tier trolling. And the powers that be, the establishment, is absolutely freaking out, calling the Tulsi Gabbard nomination a national security risk. They're coming out immediately with smear campaigns against Matt Gaetz with a long since litigated thing. They are in absolute meltdown mode. It is so hilarious to watch. You got to give it to Fetterlump. I mean, who would have thought the guy has a stroke and he comes out like more based? Let's take a look at all the reactions. I'm covering the Alex Jones news right after this video too, so make sure you subscribe or follow. Not going to sell you anything today, but going to want to remind you, I am live every day at 1 Eastern on Quartercast. For YouTube-only viewer, please follow or subscribe to Quartercast. I am live with Melanie Mack, Hannah Claire Brimlow, Luke Rudkowski, Styx Hexenhammer, and for a couple of weeks, Vanessa Gothics, every day at 1 Eastern. And even if you're not available during that time, you can watch the show later. If you're a YouTube-only viewer, please do subscribe to Quartercast. I really want to see you there today at 1 Eastern. If you're a Rumble viewer, you'll find the live stream on my main Rumble channel. Download the Rumble app, follow the quartering there. But I don't care where you watch. I just hope that you'll come on over, if you're a YouTube viewer, to Quartercast and give our show a try. I think you're really going to like it. It's a lot different than my kind of standard recorded videos. Now, let's get to Fetterlump on it. Let's see what Fetterlump had to say.
I mean, I would describe it as God tier level trolling to just trigger a full-on China syndrome to own the libs in perpetuity.
I mean, based to own the libs in perpetuity. You got to think that Fetterman, first of all, is probably secretly a little more happy that Trump won. And let me explain why I say that. Kamala Harris was actually a pro-Hamas far leftist. She was just pretending to be kind of more moderate to try and still win the election. But the reality is Fetterman is a big pro-Israel guy. He knows that Trump's a pro-Israel guy. And Fetterman also knows that himself as a moderate leftist is now in a better position to reclaim re-election in the future, because if the party continued to go further to the left, Fetterman would have to pick a side. He was going to have to pick a side in terms of the Free Palestine stuff. Now he can just stay quiet, invest in more hoodies, and continue to maintain his position. Then we have this. Reporter asks Thomas Massie about Trump's nomination about Matt Gaetz. Get a load of this.
He'll get confirmed by the Senate. Then he recess. He's the Attorney General. Suck it up.
If you couldn't hear that, he throws his arms up in the air and says, "He's the Attorney General. Suck it up." You know, I think like if Thomas Massie is telling people to suck it up, the world is healing. Just the idea of Gaetz as AG has them shaking in their boots. He's unpredictable. That's why he's such a great pick. You know, again, unfathomably based. I don't know about all the Gaetz, you know, partying with people, getting into the booger sugar allegedly or whatever. I don't really care because I assume everybody in government does that. But I do know that he's an America First guy. He is a loyal Trump guy. And if he's the Attorney General, we are about to embark on the best 4 years of our recent history in this country. And Donald Trump isn't even president yet. He isn't even president yet. And then we had more trolling from Elon.
Where is the George Soros of the right? Where do we find
somebody's on stage saying, oh, Soros is funding all these left-wing whatevers. Here's Elon chilling out at Mar-a-Lago, raising his hand.
We will never give up on the great promise of America, and in walks Elon Musk. So God bless you, Elon.
Absolutely. Now, again, I don't think Elon is right-wing. Even though, like, left-wingers say that Elon is right-wing, I think that Musk is very strongly free speech, although he has shown a few cracks in that. But he has grown, and, we saw he didn't want to let Alex back on, but eventually did. But I think he's just a shrewd businessman. I think that he knows Donald Trump will allow SpaceX and Tesla and Starlink to grow faster, bigger, and to higher heights than Kamala Harris ever would. More regulation is not as good as less regulation. I think that every penny he invested in getting Donald Trump into office was calculated. And I think his value went up like $200 billion or something like that when Trump won, because the Tesla stock skyrocketed. If you read only the papers, Tesla's failing. Oh my God, another Tesla burned up. But you drive down the street, at least where I live, and I live in Wisconsin, I see Teslas everywhere. And I know they're not for everybody, so don't get triggered. I'm not saying they're better than gas. I still burn gas. I have a F-150 too. Okay. I'm just saying that the left hates Elon Musk so bad that they are willing to completely lie about the success of Tesla. The left hates him so bad that Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post just to publish anti-Elon articles. But then you see this Politico. You thought the DOJ staffers were in full-blown freak out before Donald Trump's decision to nominate Representative Matt Gaetz for Attorney General has Justice Department veterans petrified. A warning of crisis in the department marked by chaos and revenge. The polarizing Republican lawmaker is already generating resistance on Capitol Hill, suggesting he may not get the votes to win the job. I actually think he will. I think that they're going to fall in line. I think that people know that this is a new era, that in 2017 to 2021, being a never Trumper was seen as a hedge. You were seen as one of the good guys, one of the good Republicans. 2024, completely different. You're going to get primaried. You're going to get primaried out. You're going to get voted out of your position if you turn against Trump. There's rumors that Elon Musk said he would fund any competitor running against these people for re-election if they turn against Trump. I think there's genuine fear from a lot of these empty suit Republicans that go whatever way the wind blows. I don't think you're going to see the same resistance. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong, because you can never really underestimate people's stupidity, right? Now, the polarizing Republican lawmaker, but even if the nomination is doomed, it sends an unmistakable signal about Trump's expectations for the Justice Department in his second term. He wants a mega zealot in the post, one who's shown unbreakable loyalty to the president-elect and wrath for his adversaries, real and perceived. Let's not pretend that every Democrat ever hasn't had the same expectations, right? Let's not pretend that every Democrat in history hasn't done this. And by the way, every Republican, every one of these idiots writing these articles is acting like just because Trump is doing something, it's the first time it's ever been done. Only if it's bad. If it's good, it's not that big a deal, and everyone else has done something better before. This kind of lying and gaslighting is why MSNBC has dropped viewership 50% and CNN dropped viewership 40%. People are sick of this nonsense. Now he's been tapped into involvement in Trump's off-stated campaign promise to use the Justice Department to exact retribution, which he really hasn't said. There's no conceivable justification for nominating somebody this smarmy and this offensive for a position of such significance in this democracy. Why? Why? Because he's not a Democrat? If it was some TDS-infected lunatic who was just as smarmy and just as uncouth, these people would be saying, oh, this is great. This is the greatest thing ever. Now we've got somebody totally unafraid of Trump. He's going to totally own Trump. Shortly after Trump's announcement, Gates abruptly resigned from his House seat. House seat in his 4 terms there. Gates left a trail of bad blood and scandals. He's viewed on Capitol Hill as a pro-Trump brawler who has infuriated his own GOP colleagues as much as he's angered the left. He helped derail former Representative Kevin McCarthy's speakership. He nearly gotten into a physical confrontation with colleagues, and he strategized with Trump in the weeks leading up to January 6th. I hope he gets a job. Yeah, he's a bit of a firebrand. Yeah, he's a bit of a provocateur. The Attorney General shouldn't be a provocateur, the former official said. Why? And also, let's point out that the word provocateur is meaningless. The left and the liberal establishment just use provocateur to describe somebody who espouses opinions that they don't agree with. Make no mistake, too, they're melting. Look, Trump's team is drawing up a list of Pentagon officers to fire. Look at this. This is from The Atlantic, another left-leaning shill garbage outlet. Tulsi Gabbard's nomination is a national security risk. Really? Really? Not the 4-star general who talks about white rage or the LGBTQ LMNOP stuff going on in the military, or the insane lowering of standards for the frontline warriors of this country. Gabbard is stunningly unqualified for almost any cabinet position, especially for ODNI. She has no qualifications as an intelligence professional. Literally none. Good. Your terms are agreeable. Good. Get all these loser, has-been, establishment cronies out. That's what everyone wants. Will there be a learning curve for Tulsi? Sure, I'm sure there will be. But it's not like this woman isn't qualified. It's like when they said, it's a Fox News anchor who's now appointed to a military position. A Fox News anchor. Oh my God, he's not even a billionaire. Okay, well, did you conveniently forget his military service and his Bronze Stars and things like that? I mean, give me an absolute break. I absolutely love this level of meltdown. Linked in the description and pinned comment down below is Quartercast if you're a YouTube-only viewer. Please do subscribe today. Give us a chance. I think you'll really like the live show. We're live every day at 1 Eastern, but obviously you can watch it whenever you want. We've got a different co-hosts every single day. I'm doing a lot to grow the show. If you're open to it, download the Rumble app and follow the Recording on Rumble and watch us there. But I just want you to tune in one way or another. I really want to finish this year with 10,000 concurrent viewers. We're sitting at about 8,000 to 9,000 per show right now. So I hope you'll tune in today and subscribe to Quartercast. We'll talk to you again real soon.